This is News 8 Now at 6.
Turmoil in the Philippines and the race for president heats up in New York.
For the news that made headlines this week in history on Rochester's first TV station, here's News 8 Now's Dave McKinley with News 8 Then.
10 years ago this week, George Clooney was picked to play Batman in the fourth of what would eventually be 5 modern-day movies about the Caped Crusader. This week's News 8 Then pop quiz. Name the 2 actors who'd already preceded Clooney in the role he was chosen to play this week in 1996. 20 years ago this week, uproar in the Philippines after Ferdinand Marcos was re-elected president, or so he said. The people said, "I don't think so," driving both Marcos and his wife Imelda into exile and sparking a generation's worth of jokes about women's shoes. Back home,
45 cases of AIDS were treated locally last year. They expect that number to double this year to 90, and by 1990, the caseload to be just over 600.
That number is well past 2,000 today. Oh, and the last of what remained of the Aeolian Piano Works was auctioned off, ending a century worth of music making in East Rochester this week in 1986. 30 years ago this week, with the New York presidential primary just over a month away, supporters of the various Democratic hopefuls began opening up their Rochester campaign headquarters. Among those stumping for Mo Udall, a rookie member of the Monroe County Legislature, that is Louise Slaughter, there on the left. And coordinating Jimmy Carter's local effort, Rochester City Councilwoman Midge Costanza, who sounded, I don't know, a little bit ahead of her time somehow. Check it out.
We will go from there to Vermont and to Massachusetts.
And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
And I'll bet this lady heard more than once, "Hey, you look just like Julie from Welcome Back, Kotter," this week in 1976. 40 years ago this week, Rochester residents could beat the winter blast by taking a dip in the city-owned and maintained natatorium. The public indoor swimming pool was on South Avenue downtown. And just down the street, the Kodak City Model Railroad Club put on its annual show, which attracted quite a crowd. And so did the Genesee Valley Open Table Tennis Tournament at Gates Chili High School. It was won that year, and quite easily, by a 49-year-old from New York City who's still considered among the greatest American players of all time. His name was Sol Schiff, and believe it or not, there is a USA Table Tennis Hall of Fame, and he was named a charter member when it opened a few months after he came here this week in 1966. And it was all News 8 Then.
This is News 8 Now.
Now the answer to the News 8 Then pop quiz.
The 2 actors who preceded George Clooney's portrayal of the Caped Crusader in the modern-day Batman movies were Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton. It was 10 years ago this week that Clooney was announced as the new Batman. That was not to last, but oh, it was nice while we had it.